Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football down here in Corpus Christi at the Corpus Christi State Qualifying Tournament. Here with the head coach of the Harlingen South Hawks, Coach Israel Gonzalez. Coach, appreciate you chatting with us on this lovely morning in South Texas.
Oh, it's a beautiful morning. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be speaking with you again, man. Love what you guys always do for us, so excited to be here.
You ready to get your hands on the magazine?
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm waiting for it to come out, so as soon as it comes out, we're going to be there and picking it up.
There you go. Now, Coach, first off, we know 7-on-7 is not the real thing. The real thing is on Friday nights with the pads on, but there are some positives I think you can take from 7-on-7. And for you guys last year, in your first year at the helm, you guys go to state 7-on-7 for the first time in school history, and you propel that into a district championship in 32-6A. Do you feel like that success you had in the summer was kind of a springboard into the success you guys had in the fall?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can get the guys together and they can be working together is something that's going to benefit you in the long run. So I think had a great group last year. They were able to really harness their potential and the new system very quickly, and I think 7-on-7 was a big part of that. And then seeing some success early on, as with any team, is pivotal for your momentum moving forward.
All right, now UIL realignment came and went in February, and you guys actually dropped down from 6A to 5A. And folks who may be on the outside looking in and not knowing kind of how things work may think, oh, man, Harlingen South got a great draw. They're dropping into Class 5A. They should dominate. That's not the case, though. Your district is going to be tough. Can you talk about how difficult your district's going to be this year and the challenges that it's going to bring? And, just because you guys are dropping down from 6A, it's not a given you guys are going to have success, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Every division is competitive. When you talk about the RGV and the teams that are going to be in our 5A district, you got the perennial powerhouse Westco East. It's always done extremely well at whatever level they're at. You have Brownsville Veterans with Coach Lee that's done a tremendous job in year one, and you're fixing to have them in our district, and that they're going to be prepared, and them running that triple option is something where you have to be secure and sound in what you're doing. So not to mention there's a bunch of schools in our district, and then on the other side of the valley you look down, you got Vela that dropped to 5A, you got PSJ North that dropped to 5A. So by no means is there anything guaranteed on Friday nights. You got to show up, and you got to take every opponent as serious as the next, and then you got to go out there and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing to have a chance to be successful.
All right, now when we look at your ball club for 2022, what's the personality of the Harlingen South Hawks going to be? What kind of ball club can fans expect to see when you guys take the field in week one?
Yeah, they're going to see kids with a new mindset, right? I think last year we did a great job of laying a foundation down, and I think now the kids understand the expectations and what's expected of them. Whether that be 7-on-7, whether that be showing up for practice, or what's expected of them in the halls. So they're going to be expected to play Harlingen football, and when you associate football and Harlingen, it's tough-nosed football. It's doing the right things on and off the field, and it's showing up and making sure that you compete every Friday night. And I think we've got a great group coming back. We got some young guys mixed with some older guys that are coming back. So I think we're going to be very, very strong defensively, and we got some spots to fill offensively. But excited about the weapons we got coming back.
Now, when you talk about this off season, this was really your first kind of full off season because you got hired last year. There were still a lot of protocols in place and that kind of thing. This was much more of a normal off season. Do you feel like how far ahead of you guys are you guys this year? Are you ahead of than last year, just as far as knowing the scheme and being comfortable in the offense and defense?
Well, I definitely think we're in a better spot than we were last year as far as understanding the scheme on offense and defense, and definitely the time and the less restrictions now. Numbers have gone up. We're averaging about 250 kids showing up for strength and conditioning, and that's great for us. Those are great numbers for a 5A, and that's including our female athletes. But I think everybody's bought into the program. I think we are ahead of the curve, and more than anything, the foundation, the mindsets in place now. Last year it was doing two jobs, right? It was getting the football team ready, and then instilling the mindset and the character that we wanted to bring as a coaching staff, and now that's already there. It's established. The kids that are returning understand that, and it makes our jobs a little bit easier to go in and just worry about scheme and X's and O's and making sure that we're producing on Fridays and on a daily basis, and now we don't have to concentrate as much as on changing the culture.
All right, final question for you. Now, there's a hot rumor going around that the DCTF crew might be in the 956 this year for a game. Might be heading down. You know me. I love the Valley. I've been down there many times. Saw you guys play when you were at Lyford. So I'm a guy who loves the Rio Grande Valley. couple of my coworkers have not been to the Valley yet, so we might be in the Harlingen area, and you're a Harlingen native. You're born and bred there. What are a couple of spots that the DCTF crew needs to eat at when we're in Harlingen?
So I'm gonna tell you, man, if you're gonna be in Harlingen and you're gonna be in the Valley, you got to go with Mexican food, right? So you ain't gonna get any better Mexican food. And there's 2 spots in Harlingen that my hands down are in my book 2 of the greatest restaurants. Just not because I grew up there, because I think they're just qualities. You got to go to Las Vegas Cafe, and you got to go to Pepe's, man. You know, you go to the Pepe's and eat lunch, and you go to Vegas and eat dinner, and you're gonna get great quality food, great quality service. Those are 2 great businesses in our community, and they do a tremendous job of feeding you and making sure that when you leave, man, you ain't gonna eat the rest of the day.
You won't leave hungry, right?
No, you ain't gonna leave hungry, man. If anything, your wallet might be a little bit lighter, but you ain't gonna be lighter. That's for sure.
All right, we're contributing to the Harlingen economy, right? There you go. So, Coach, enjoy watching your kids compete today. We appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas, and good luck in the 2022 season.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much for having us, man. And again, it was always great seeing you.
Good to see you.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.